Hello. How you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. She don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. It's your girl Dazzle, and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, everything is in the description box, okay? And just a disclaimer, everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Until modern science comes up with a mathematical equation that makes the metaphysical science, in fact, a valid form of science, and all tools of divination, such as tarot, oracle, pendulum, whatever, valid tools of science. Until then, I'm just talking shit with my belly, with my pregnant belly. So, just a little update on that. I am currently 23 weeks and 1 day. Okay. So, I'm in my second trimester, and my baby is the size of a squash. Okay. And yeah, so lately it's just been doctor's appointments after doctor's appointments. Yeah, and work at work and work at home, including the fact that I'm in a different location. I'm in the kids room, and I haven't really got to be in the kids room like that, like during the day, because as soon as I wake up in the morning, I get them together, and I go to work, and I realize these kids got a junky ass room. So after this, after this reading, I'm going to be organizing their room while I'm cooking dinner. Dinner's in the oven. I got some time to do this reading, and I got some time to start straightening up and refolding their clothes. And for some reason, kids, they like to mess up their clothes that's in their drawers and like keep the drawers open and all types. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And then y'all know I moved in here I guess a couple of months ago now, but I haven't gotten to decorate the kids' room like I wanted to. So I still have like paintings and stuff like that I want to put on their wall. We got another like bunk bed type of thing where it's like it's no bed right here, but it's a bed on top, and there's a bunk bed over here for the twins, and it's a bunk bed on top for the oldest. So we have to like decorate and get everything popping, right? So not only that, we got to do it before December, of course, because the kids want a sleepover. So if they're going to do a slumber party, their room got to look on point and they got to look cute, okay? So anywho, so I got that out the way. Let's talk about this Nicki Minaj though. So I did a little reading on Nicki Minaj about the Amex card and about the Tasha K thing and whatever, and Kenneth Petty, and seeing if she was really schizophrenic. So check out that reading. But what we got from that reading is there is some truth to somebody stealing her money, or her money is, let me say it in the right terms, not misappropriating funds. Okay, it is some truth to it. But however, the problem comes where you basically point out people that's not necessarily doing anything to you. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody has a history. These people can have a history of being whatever they are, of being whoever they were in the past. But that doesn't mean like they did that to her, right? So my whole thing is, what I got from that is that if you filed a police report, wait until an investigation is cleared up and then say somebody did it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. If you can't do that, then that's a problem. right? Because then you're selling in people's name. And if you don't want your name messed up in these streets, you don't want people to label you as things that you're not, then maybe you shouldn't do that to other people. Okay? And the whole time she also rubs people the wrong way. We got that, right? That means just like I brought up the Remy Ma thing when she went on, I think when she went on Wendy Williams and she was like, you gotta treat the help better. You gotta be careful how you treat the help. You know, when you rub people the wrong way and they know stuff about you, they're gonna tell it. You know? They are, right? That's just life. That is what it is. Nobody is beholden to anybody. Nobody is the sovereign of anybody. Okay? So if you act like a bitch towards people, they have a right to tell anything they want to tell, their experience and whatever else they do. Okay? And even though y'all may not like that, it's the truth. It's just what it is. If you don't like how someone is describing you and talking about you to other people, in some situations, you gotta wonder to yourself, well, what type of character did I play in this person's story? If I don't like the character, at the end of the day, if you're playing the villain, you're going to be treated as the villain. You're going to be talked about as the villain. You know, that's just what it is. And I'm not even going to lie, you know, you live long enough, somebody is going to, any older person will tell you, if you live long enough in this life, in this thing called life, somebody is going to have a story about you. Period. Good, bad, or indifferent. So you just got to watch how you treat people. Okay? So, anywho, we talked about that. We talked about the drug use, not the drug use, the alleged schizophrenia. We got to the point where Nicki is going through a crisis, okay? And there's nothing wrong with admitting that you have a chemical imbalance, right? The real world is not all freaking fairy tales and unicorns and skittle rainbows and shit. No, it's not. People are suffering real battles in the mind, okay? Okay? So it is not a stigma, and we need to stop making it one as African American people and any other race too. Stop stigmatizing mental health. It's okay to admit, yes, I do have mental health issues. And it's okay to take medicine for it. Every doctor is not trying to down you. Like I said in the last video, not every doctor is trying to over medicate you and diagnose you with shit. Not every doctor's doing that. Like I said in the last video, sometimes you might really do have high blood pressure. Okay? And ain't nobody trying to make that shit up. Sometimes you might have to take those high blood pressure pills. You know, sometimes you might just have lupus, bitch. Sometimes you might do need to get your blood sugar right. You might do have diabetes. You might have to be on metformin or whatever type of medication, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be on dialysis, you know. Sometimes going out and turning up will lead to a fatty liver, okay? Speaking of, that's what I went to. That's what I went to the doctors for today. Because they had drawn some blood, you know, they did some blood work, they did some lab work. And I had normal iron levels, but my ferritin levels was increased, right? Which is caused by inflammation, you know, and things like that. But it can be caused by decreased iron or, you know, anemia, whatever the case may be. But, you know, it can talk about, because I'm pregnant, it can basically cause, what is it when you, gestational diabetes, and it can cause preterm deliveries, right? So a preemie. Okay, so they wanted to do more tests on that, but it also shows that you may have some type of fat on your liver. You know what I'm saying? Or it can be some type of cancer, right? So I had to go back and they had to, talk to me. And I got scared because I was in like the cancer clinic of Washington Hospital Center. But the cancer clinic also does hematology and oncology. You know what I'm talking about. So basically, I went there. I got a scare because I didn't know what ferritin did. I looked it up online. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Because, when you look everything up on Google, you're going to die. Okay. So basically, I go and they was like, well, look, your OBGYN may have, overreacted. So we're going to redo your labs for, the ferritin and the iron and stuff. We're going to put you on iron supplements and things like that. And next week, I go, after I have an ultrasound for this week for the baby, I have to go next week to do an ultrasound for my liver just to make sure I don't have a fatty liver because your girl used to turn the fuck up. Your girl used to pray, okay? I used to drive a boat, okay? So sometimes nobody's lying to you, okay? People with bipolar disorders, sometimes you are having a chemical imbalance, all right? Sometimes people with depression, sometimes you really are depressed, bitch. You need to talk to somebody. What is wrong with admitting these things? There's nothing wrong with that. So every doctor is not here to get you. And that's another thing. A lot of people want to count on Dr. Sebi and stuff, even though Dr. Sebi, he was renowned for his work and his findings. The truth is, that don't mean you stop doing what you need to do for your body, okay? If something is working, don't stop doing it. You can supplement other things, but not everything is going to work for everybody, okay? I have a lot of people in my family and my husband's family that had cancer, and guess what? They kicked cancer's ass, okay? And cancer did not return. They're good, all right? They're living good. They're eating better. They're walking better. They're feeling better, all right? But that's because they had a plan, and guess what? They kept doing their plan, all right? So don't let anybody tell you that these doctors, every single doctor is out to get you. That is not true. Not every doctor is out to get you, all right? I don't believe in that. Don't let them lie to you like that. That's for one. And, whatever. For two, it's okay. And I don't understand that with the barbs. Again, your fave is a human being. They're not a god, okay? Human beings go through a human experience. And part of a human experience is that you're going to have medical things that go wrong, right? Eventually in your life. That can be from anything, all right? It can be blood disorders. It can be, I don't know, broken bones. Anything can happen, right? And mental health is one of those. And not only that, if you're going through a human experience, you're going to have different transitions in life. You're not just going to be in one place forever. And that's the problem with Nicki Minaj that she's going through. She's having this crisis because she's in a period in her life where she is transitioning into something else. And that is okay. That doesn't make her less famous. It doesn't make her less talented. It doesn't make her less anything. Actually speaking, she can soar to bigger heights doing something else. She's in the house, for God's sakes. Secluded, for God's sakes. Online a lot. And that is a problem too. She needs to be out. She needs to be doing things. And it's okay. I mean, I understand she wants to be a mom and she wants to fulfill her mom roles. And she can do that too. But there's something going on with her. And if y'all don't understand that, it's because y'all don't want to understand that. All these conspiracies and shit like that, who gives a fuck about conspiracies when at the end of the day, your fave could be really going through a crisis? And shame on y'all for sitting there and driving into that narrative. Things could be happening. More things can be true at once. Other people could be out to get her. Okay? They could be. But she can still be going through a crisis mentally. Right? And if she's self-medicating instead of taking prescribed medication or abusing that, that is a problem. Like, I can tell you, I had a relative, and I'm just speaking before I do this reading, but I'm just saying what I got from my last reading and how I really truly feel about the last reading, right? Before I go into this reading. Like, I had a relative. She was diagnosed with, a very close relative, I don't want to tell you her business, but she was diagnosed with bipolar depression or something like that. And she was on medication. And the first round of medication they gave her, they seen how it made her feel. She reported how she felt. So they teetered the medication to make it more comfortable for her, which means that you don't have to take it every day. Take it as needed. You know when you need to take it. But instead of her just taking it and also understanding what you cannot do while you're taking these medications, instead of doing that, she was making things worse by smoking weed. And people don't understand you don't need to be smoking weed while being medicated for depression. Like, that's a bad combination, right? So it caused some other things to go wrong, right? It made it a little worse. Okay, it made her episodes worse. So she had to stop smoking weed. When she stopped doing that and she got her mind right and stuff, she didn't need the medication no more. She rarely ever has a episode. But when she does, she'll take a little bit and keep it moving. She's straight. She's not how she used to be. And that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't get what these fan bases are making it out to be. Oh, she's going to go into a conservatorship. Well, we're going to read on that, because to be honest with you, if she don't get control of herself, eventually it will be somebody to control her. And no matter how y'all feel about the Wendy Williams thing, she lost control of herself. Okay? And she loved liquor and coke more than she loved living a healthy lifestyle. So now she got to be forced to live a healthy lifestyle. Someone has to feed it to her, basically, and basically control everything about her. Who wants that? But you walk yourself right into it. And then people didn't realize that when she had an out, when her sister said, "Look, I'll do it. I'll do it." She said she didn't want her sister to help her because her sister's going to make her stop drinking and doing all this. Duh. So you don't want to stop. She told the judge that, which means that you lost control. I mean, come on now. Ooh, my baby is kicking. Boo. Okay, you don't have to co-sign for me, baby. You don't have to co-sign. Okay? But yeah, she lost control. When you lose control, that's what happens. And unfortunately, you got money. And unfortunately, it's people out here that will sit here and use that against you and try to get your money. You got to stay on point. This is your life. This is Nicki's life. If Nicki really wants to live a healthy, long life and she don't want nobody finger dipping in her shit, she needs to get it together. Period. And if you are a fan of hers, you tell her that. But let's get into this, right? Because that's how I felt based on my last reading and stuff. Oh yeah, and about these commentators, these vloggers and bloggers, right? Like Armand Wiggins and Tasha K. Fuck all that clout chasing, money grabbing shit. Tasha K is only moving how she's moving because there's a benefit to it. Okay? There's a benefit. If she falls out with Nicki Minaj today or tomorrow, she'll have somebody on her show that said that Nicki Minaj did something to them. Period. Okay. So she's using, pretty much, Nicki Minaj is using her to spread a narrative, to spread a false narrative. Okay. With Armand, it's very clear to see you don't like Cardi B. You have a vendetta against the fact that she recorded you. But then my whole thing is, what about everything? You got to tell me everything, right? Am I missing something? Because, ain't nobody just being fake for nothing sometimes. Like, everything in the world is not happening to you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So, how are you showing up? That's how I kind of feel. How are you showing up? And what was you there for? I kind of feel like that after a while. But the way he talks, now it's, oh, fuck celebrities and shit like that. But however, you're going to stand behind a celebrity anyway after you done said, fuck celebrities, right? It's us against them. But you're still standing behind the celebrity. So it's really not fuck celebrities. It's really not. You not full. You are full celebrities. You're just full of celebrities that you like. And you can't, and neither one of them can talk about the industry when in fact they want to be some type of a part of it. Y'all do want to be famous. And y'all say that famous, that the industry is this and this, that. Well, why do you want to be adjacent to it so bad? Or aligned with people who, whatever the case may be. Why do you want to be a part of it? If you feel like it's evil, you feel like the Baphomet is all over it, then why are you even trying to be famous? Technically speaking, Satan is the Lord of gossip. If we're just going to be technical, it's very, because even in song, when you keep doing this, eventually out your mouth comes lies and gossip. Your tongue becomes wicked, okay? So technically speaking, if you want to be holier than thou, and there's some type of holy war against the industry, you're no better than the people in the industry because you're doing the devil's work. That's what a Christian will tell you. A devout Christian will tell you. But who am I but a tarot reader? You know what I'm saying? They probably tell me I'm going to hell too, girl. But look. Yeah. So I feel like that's motives. When I see them, I just hear motives, okay? And I'm not one of those people who are easily fed bullshit. I've long since stopped thinking that these people are being 100% honest with you. They're not. They're not. Look at Malaga Grams. She made it seem like she was so honest and she was standing from her chest and all that was motivated for something. Yeah, it was never about that. It's about money, fame, being aligned with famous people, being able to take down another famous person for clout and another just dumb stuff, wicked shit, right? So it's still for the love of money. So we're going to talk about, I guess, let's start with Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur. Okay, so just for you guys that don't know, the reading starts right now at 23 minutes and 25 seconds, okay? So if you want to fast forward up to now, we can do that. I'm going to sit there and put it on the timestamp. Okay, I'm going to make it a timestamp. So, look. Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur goes on the Breakfast Club. After Cardi B has already exposed said that Nicki Minaj was allegedly schizophrenic, was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and things like that. So Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur goes on the Breakfast Club because Gucci Mane is coming out with a book, and they're coming out with a book, and he's admitting, to the world about his mental status and about the fact that he himself was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And when you pay attention to what he's saying, a lot of it probably was, like he said, it was due to drugs, doing lean, the stress and anxiety. The stress and the anxiety he was going through, and the fact that, he had this court case looming over him. But I'm starting to think a lot of times, because I used to work as a non-emergency ambulance EMT. So I used to work for this company, and we used to take people, to see, different psychiatric institutes too. So CPAP will be where they bring you at when they pick you up off the street, but then you go from CPAP to St. Elizabeth to PIW, whatever you're going, right? So we used to take you there, right? So it was a lot of young people going to these psychiatric institutes because they were on drugs. They were doing lean, they was doing ecstasy, they was doing dippers, they were doing stuff, right? And it was messing up their brain. You know what I'm saying? They was doing a lot of drugging and a lot of drinking and stuff, and it was messing up their mental health. So that probably has something to do with that. That is a real big thing, right? So you already got, or you're already prone to some type of mental health issues. You're doing drugs. You're stressing out all the time. You're not sleeping, and not sleeping is another big thing that will cause you to have a mental break. So it's a lot of things going on with that. So he was talking about that, and Keisha Kaur was talking about her experience being married to someone who is experiencing that and deciding to stay with them and be a caregiver towards them. The synopsis. Nicki Minaj didn't like it, right? So let's go ahead. It ain't Monday no more, but we're still going to do the Mystic Monday Tarot deck. Why not? I'm talking all my good stuff. Ooh, my wrist. And that's another thing, being pregnant, y'all. Being pregnant is not for the faint of heart, because I have mommy wrists. So pretty much happens in your second trimester. And I don't need to be doing this. I'm waiting on my wrist brace to come in the mail. But I'm supposed to be stationing my wrist. I shouldn't be moving my wrist at all. And I can't do hair anymore, right? Because you get like a bit of carpal tunnel and things like that. The fluid build up, inflammation, is pain, because your joints are loosening up and things like that. So it's just a mess, right? So I hate it. But I love being pregnant, but I hate that part, right? So let's get into it. Why was Nicki Minaj so upset about the interview that Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur did, talking about their experience and why he was acting out the way he was acting out in his own mental health? 1, 2, 3. I'm hearing that hit dog holler, bitch. But let me see. Oh yeah, she on some bullshit. She's being petty. She's on some bullshit. That 5 of Swords, she want to fight, right? She's being petty, and she is in her bag of being a cyber bully. So what she's doing is within the confidence and the security and the seclusion of her mansion, she is on the computer, on her cell phone, on her tablet, things like that. And she is dealing out justice and retribution, right? And saying all the things she wants to say, being a troll, a cyberbully online, right? She has distance. You can't touch her. It's not like you can come towards her and slap the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's guarded and protected or whatever. So now she can go online and she can sit there and cyberbully. This is a cyberbullying card too. These are people who's online that you know them, but you can't do anything about it because it's online. Okay, that's what she's doing. She's cyberbullying people, and Gucci and Keisha Kaur is her latest target. And I don't know why her fans don't see that, but that's what Spirit is saying. You got this information right here. Things is coming out quick. You got this devil card. Oh, Nicki with the bang. She just walked all the way straight downhill. And here's the thing. It hit something with her. The devil card, it can be big business. It can be marriage. It can be commitments. It can be addictions, right? But you're tied to something. You're addicted to something, right? Things like that, right? So devious behaviors too. So, and it can be drug addiction too. So what's going on is she feels like people are just coming out the woodwork. Everybody's out to get her, right? But it has something to do with drugs and these pills that she takes. Because she take pills too. I don't know what pills she take, but look at that. You see it. You see it. Her bang gang is juggling pills, but it's the Six of Pentacles, right? So she feels like she feels like Gucci Man was paid to talk about schizophrenia because it's being talked about her. But the truth is, a hit dog hollers. The truth is, she is on some type of addiction wave tangent, okay? Whatever it is. And it is her having a crisis. I would even say that she's probably trying to self-medicate if it is true that she's diagnosed with something. I don't think she's trying to take their medication. She'll take her medication. You know how when people be like, ain't nothing that a little weed can't handle. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little bud or something. Whatever you're doing. But see, that's paranoia. Because she know that she has this addictive behavior. But see, what she's going to do is that, and this is another form of, psychiatric problems, a chemical imbalance, is when you feel like there's a greater thing going on. It's the man, the devil, the Baphomet is out to get me. Because I signed my name in blood and I don't want to play their tricks no more. So everybody's turning against me. And the Baphomet is out to get me, to drag me down the steps to the pit of hell. And they're trying to destroy my character. Because it's about me. And it's to show y'all that now they got Gucci Man's clone out there who is heavily sedated and being... And basically conservatorship the fuck out by his wife. And they got him out here talking about me. Because I like pills. You see? You see how they out to get me? That's how she feels. They're out to get me. This is about me. It's not really about him. He's a puppet. That's how she feels. And not only that, she got an issue with him. She got an issue with him because one of his rants that he did, and I said that on Coffee City, Gucci Man said that she gave him head. Yes. He did say it. That's what he said on one of his rants. So she been had to axe the ground with his ass. And no, she don't like Keisha Kaur. Because she don't like Gucci. Period. And it's funny because she's trying to say that Keisha Kaur has been biting her style. But I'm like, well, goddamn, why is it that she gets to say all this shit about all these other people mimicking her, but can't nobody else talk about all those pictures of you mimicking Lil' Kim? Like, ew. Talk about hypocrisy. The audacity. That's insanity. You cannot tell me that y'all can sit here and be like, yeah, they be all copying the queen. Which queen, bitch? Because your queen got that from Queen B. And not Beyonce. She got that from Queen B, Little Kim. So if she's Little Kim's son, then technically anybody who copies Nicki Minaj, and that's Nicki Minaj's son, then that means that they're actually Little Kim's great-grandson. You see what I'm saying? Lil' Kim birthed Nicki. And then Nicki inspired y'all, like birthed y'all, right? So Nicki Minaj will be mother and freaking Lil' Kim will be queen mother, right? Something like that. Because when you doing with dynasty type stuff, you dealing with dynasty, and you call Nicki the queen, then technically, if the king marries a woman, then that's the king and that's the queen. But if his mother is still alive, that makes his mother queen mother. And it's the queen that came before, the current queen, right? So technically, she gotta respect Queen Mother. Just like y'all gotta respect Queen Mother. So when y'all say that people is dressing like the Queen Nicki, Onika, then y'all gotta say that they're also dressing like the Queen Mother, Lil Kim. Okay? If we're just gonna be honest. But yeah, she feels like it's a conspiracy. And see, that conspiratory mind comes from the devil's playground. Okay. In a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of people who are battling with their mental diagnosis, the first thing they do is lean towards a conspiratory thing. That's the first thing they do. Everybody's out to get them, and then they hide behind the Bible too. How do you hide behind the Bible and point out witchcraft and shit like that? And you yourself is doing witchcraft. Y'all can't explain that to me, no, can y'all? I know y'all can't. She does witchcraft. And she's doing spell work. She's cursing people online and everything. But you guys are like bypassing that shit. Y'all don't think what she was doing with Roman was in witchcraft? That fucking unicorn isn't programming? Promoting pedophilia, talking about how she that one rap song when she was talking about an underage little boy and how she was gonna fuck him or do some type of pedophilia shit with him. Like, y'all don't be listening to this woman, but y'all swear to God, this woman is telling the whole truth. No, she needs to tell her truth, not her truth, the truth. The truth has no. Y'all be like she never told a lie, but technically, if you take a truth, but you omit things out of it and add to things that and add to the truth to fit your narrative, it's no longer the truth. Okay, that's the truth. It's no longer the truth anymore. It's a lie. It's an explosive lie. Okay, so that's what that is. So, all right. My question is this: will Nicki Minaj mental health start to decline publicly? Right? Because all she got to do is put down her phone. She don't have to keep doing this shit, right? So, will she experience some type of mental health breakdown, or unless she's already experiencing that online? But I'm talking about it getting worse. Will it be publicized? 1, 2, 3. Like we get a real stamp of yeah. The Princess of Cups, the King of Swords, the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so if there is some type of mental health issue that happens to happen that's really explosive, it's going to be because of a man. Okay, a man that might come out and really speak really dirty and talk crazy on her. Okay, I think this might be far. She gotta really be careful on how she talks to people and how she treats people. And the reason I'm saying that, because you got the Eight of Wands in the reverse again, and you gotta be careful what you say to people because it's gonna explode. They're gonna have an explosive reaction. So she gotta be careful, and people gotta be careful with her. Okay, so either she gonna explode on somebody, and somebody's gonna sit there and just say fuck it and tell her true unadulterated tea, or somebody's going to say something wrong to her or do something wrong to her, most likely a male, whatever case may be, and she's going to explode. But a male is going to do it. Okay, it's one of the two. How it's going to be because she's going back and forth with a male, or something happened with a male. So y'all need to, because somebody out there is going to trigger her, or she's going to trigger them, and she's going to have a total fucking meltdown. She's going to have a real bad mental health meltdown. And not only that, Watch out for her marriage too. Okay, because she's gonna have to if her relationship with Kenneth Petty does not last, and it's a potential that it won't last, she's gonna have a mental health break too. Okay, yeah. Y'all better pray for that girl. See, y'all so busy. Y'all so busy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. And her into a conservative. Because y'all feel like, oh, she's telling the truth. Oh, is Nicki Minaj even telling the whole truth? I'm going to just do this. I'm going to do this here. Right? Because y'all swear to God, because I'm saying she don't tell the truth. She doesn't. She puts the truth out there, take away some of it, and put in what she feels is right, and then also take away some of it. It's a narrative thing with her. So, hey, I can say the sky is blue. She'll say the sky is blue, but she's gonna take away and then add some shit to it to make it something else that is not, which means it's a lie. Right? So, is Nicki Minaj really out here being a whistleblower and a truth teller to the industry? Is it really what that is? What is that energy? Spill the tea. 1, 2, 3. Uninterested. This lady is not interested into actually bringing truth to light. Okay, she's not interested in that. She's acting like that to y'all, but the truth is in her heart, she's not interested in telling y'all the truth. To be a truth teller and a whistleblower and speaking truth to power, you actually have to do it. Okay, and it has to be 1,000 billion gazillion % the truth. Okay, no extra. And it's for her groupies. Okay, it's for her stands. Her stands will believe it. So she's doing something for her stands. Broke ass. There's some money problems going on with Nicki. I don't know, but there's some money problems going on with her, and that's for one. And for two, there's nothing of substance that we need to put in our back pocket. Okay? Marrying for money. She got some problems with her marriage. It's all about something else. It's not about and then it's, you can just say marry, but it's what you contract yourself to as well, right? It's what you align yourself to. Everything she's doing is monetary gain as well. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. She wants money, and she's holding grudges against people. That's all it is. And to be honest with you, I don't want to hear she's trying to whistleblow in the industry that she wants to be a part of too. She's a part of it. She's just mad because she hold grudges for one. That's for one. For two, she rubbed people the wrong way. So people don't really want to deal with her like that. They might love her from a distance, but they just don't want to deal with her like that. So now she's mad at it. And now she's trying to gather the people, gallivant around the internet streets, and gather the people with conspiratory language and rhetoric for you to feel like something is really happening to her and only her, when really this is her doing. And she's not giving you the whole truth. So this is all I want. I want to get back at people. I want money. This is not even, I want the truth to be out there. It's not. So she's lying to y'all. She's lying to y'all. She's not telling y'all everything. Moving in silence. She's so loud but so quiet. Because she's not telling it all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like y'all gotta stop and think. So what else is we on? So don't trust these commentators. Don't trust no Tasha K. Don't trust no. I love our mom, but don't trust all that he has to say about her either. No, don't trust none of that shit. Trust your first up here. Trust your gut. Don't go with no fucking crowd, with no fucking narrative, with no conspiracy theory. Be real and say what you really see. Don't just say what you think. Say what you really see. Be real. Be factual. We live in a real world. Fuck, if you got a high blood pressure, if your blood pressure is 220 over 130, stop saying that it's a conspiracy. Go to the hospital. Stop saying that the man is shooting something up in you while you sleep and it's causing your blood pressure to be 220 over 130. No, maybe your ass needs to change your lifestyle and take medication. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Stop going with this shit. Because these people are not telling y'all the truth. And to be honest, if you love Nicki, if you love her, you will want her to be the best version of her. So, this is not the best version of herself. And it's not everybody else but her. No, it's part of her. She's doing it too. Is Nicki Minaj, what's the T? Is Nicki Minaj really displaying the best version of herself? And I'm going to ask how the fans really feel. 1, 2, 3. If she's being, no, she's being a spiritual hater. Okay? She's being a spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality like magic or power. She's hating on other people because she has this grudge. She has this thing where, so she's, like I said in my last reading, that she's not the only person doing something. Or people are not just worried about her and only her. The world is big, okay? You have a lot of different international celebrities, international stars, this, that, and the third. The world is bigger than Nicki Minaj, and that's what she has a problem with. And life goes on, and people transition into other stuff, and she doesn't want to do that, okay? That's the problem, okay? So, how do her fans really feel about what's going on with her? Do they really feel, are they really buying everything she's saying? And I'm done with that. Are they really buying everything that she is saying? 1, 2, 3. Dirt digging, looking for dirt on you or vice versa, okay? They're trying their best to co-sign this shit. They want to get the dirt. They want the tea. They want to know about all the stuff that's happening in the industry and all the wrongdoings and all the bad people. So they want to know where the bodies are buried, you know. And they're trying to do that in order to justify what this lady's saying. Queen rising, but it's in the reverse. Their queen is not in her power. She's, because she has a light. She has power. But the problem is she didn't stepped off her throne to be amongst the common folk, right? And they're kissing ass kissing, pacifying. Yes, people. They're not people who really want to really help. They don't want to help her. They're just kissing her ass. They're not really doing nothing. And they're trying to find ways to make her right. What is Spirit saying? Legal issues. It's going to end up being legal issues. They see it as, oh, she's going to go to court and sue all these people. That's what they want. They want her to sue all these people. But even in that past reading I did, y'all going to have more questions and answers for Nicki. Okay? Because the truth is, she didn't tell y'all the whole truth. So y'all going to have more questions for her than she's going to answer. And y'all not going to like that, but then y'all going to try to find a way to make her right. Because y'all kiss ass. But that's what I got for y'all. I love y'all for real. And I'm done with that for right now. Let me go check on this food. Love y'all for real. Peace. Peace.